You may be wondering what I'm doing driving down this old road early in the morning. Well, let me tell you, I'm going catfishing. Or rather, I should say, I'm going fishing for my cat. When I got up this morning, I walked into the kitchen and my wife informed me that the cat would not eat her cat food. You hungry, kitty? Hmm? Kiki, are you hungry? Hmm? You hungry, kitty? I knew immediately what the problem was. My cat didn't have any fish to eat, and she loves to eat fish. Especially, she likes to eat bluegill. So I loaded up my kayak, and I'm headed to the river, and I'm going to try to catch about a dozen bluegill for her to eat. So come along for the ride and watch it all happen. I noticed some ruts in the road where someone had gotten stuck, so I thought I better turn around here and use my kayak cart. I designed and built my kayak cart for 3 other larger kayaks that I have, but I wanted to try it out and see if it would also work on my new 10-footer. My kayak cart rattled a little bit, but it worked, and it'll be okay until I can find the time to design and build another one specifically for this kayak. I knew the river was going to be murky because I had crossed it the day before and saw that it was pretty dingy. So to make sure I caught some bluegill for the cat, I cheated and bought myself a dozen night crawlers that I could pinch off in little pieces and put on my jigs if I had to. I had to paddle up about a half a mile from where I launched because I wanted to fish overhanging trees in deeper water. That's the kind of water I like to fish in for bluegill. But the scenery is nice, and it's a nice trip to get up to where I want to fish. This is a place called Catfish Rock. There's a steep bluff here, and you can walk down over the side of it a couple of 100 feet. And people park up on that old gravel road that I came in on, walk down over that bank, and sit here in Catfish Rock, and if it rains or whatever, they can still fish. A little better view of Catfish Rock, and that bank over on the right beside those trees up that hill, and you can see up in the sky there where the road is. I decided to fish across the river from Catfish Rock, but the fish I caught were small and far between. I paddled on up to the overhanging trees where the bluegill became larger and more frequent. After catching all the bluegill I really felt like I ought to keep, I decided to paddle up to the trees that you can see in the water ahead of me. There's an overhanging tree up there that I've caught fish under before, and I wanted to check it out briefly before I left to go home. If you listen closely, you should be able to hear the sound of a pileated woodpecker. After catching a couple of nice bluegill around the tree, I caught this catfish, and I decided to call it a day. I met a couple of new friends along the way. Well, it ended up being a nice day. With the help of some night crawlers, I ended up catching a dozen nice bluegill for my cat, and the weather was nice and it was a lot of fun. And later on that day, I made my cat very happy.